Welcome back to another episode of Drink Tales. And today is part 2 of our 4th of July Artillery Punch special. So, we've let our Artillery Punch sit for a few days. And now all there's left to do is drink it. See if we did a good job or not. But first, we have to add one more ingredient, and that would be the champagne. Now, the original recipe calls for a case of champagne, but because we are dialing back the original recipe to be more manageable for home consumption, I think I made mention of this before. They don't really specify how much a case is, especially back in 17 something assholes. So I'm just going to use my best judgment and add one full bottle of champagne, based on the measurements that we took for our mixture.
Okay.
Now, if any historians out there want to tell me how much a case was back in that time, feel free. It'll be too late because I've already put the bottle in. But, for future reference and for anyone that's trying to do this themselves, if that information would be useful for them.
Open this up so that smells interesting. Smells like a concoction.
And what kind of champagne is this? This is Bouvet Sapphire.
2016 is the year.
I'm trying to read this. The letters are shiny. I'm sorry. Sommer Brut Vintage.
Okay.
2016. So this has aged 5 years.
Yeah.
And they never specify what kind of champagne, so just go for Brut. It's the safest bet. Yeah, I actually think that double amount that was originally in here. And we're gonna give that a stir. You stir that deep and good. I want to make sure all the flavors are permeated, so to speak. Okay. I think it's stirred enough.
Okay.
So we're gonna test this, and hopefully we did a good job and we didn't mess up. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, at the River House and Shrimp Factory, they put ice in these in your glasses, I guess, as a way to dilute the tons of liquor that's in here. So we're gonna serve it like that. As you can see, I have our vessels with ice. Now the vessels at the Shrimp Factory and the River House are way bigger than this because they want you to drink a lot, but also they put a lot of ice in there because they don't want to be responsible for what happens to you when you leave. So we are going to and I'm looking at this off rip.
It has definitely retained the color of artillery.
I remember that was the color. This was the color that it came. It was maybe a little bit redder, deeper in red.
Before we sip, one last thing. Why don't you scoop some of those cherries out so that we can have
Maybe go through all of that.
so that we can have some garnishes of some sort.
Get one cherry.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's
Recreation of the Chatham Artillery Punch from River House and Shrimp Factory. Here we go. So off the rip, like the inebriation hit me. You know how that
This is pretty good. I'm tasting everything.
yeah, this tastes really good.
There's a nice tartness to this one.
Brought on by the lemon juice. The sweetness that the cherries bring out and the orange juice. But I think the cherries mellow, the cherries and the juice that they marinate in, I think that mellows out the orange juice. The champagne adds just the right amount of, I don't know what it is, but it completes that flavor profile.
Yeah, because I'm getting a good amount of the champagne and I'm getting a good amount of the lemon juice. Everything mixed in very well.
And you still, and that boozy taste is there that you get with any mixed drink, especially if that mixed drink has a strong liquor in it. And there are some strong liquors in here, like the rye whiskey,
And the rum,
and the brandy, and the Simple Man Distillery's gin. I think the gin that we chose was the right choice because there's a sweeter flavor to it, and because they have those hibiscus notes. Hibiscus, like, as a flavor, hibiscus melds very well with sweet taste and stuff like that.
Yeah. This is really good. This is great. This really is great for like parties.
And we have lots more where that came from. So we're gonna be drinking off of this for the entire month.
Yeah. I don't think it'll take the entire month.
Half a month then.
We'll see. So, what would you recommend eating with this artillery punch?
Well, according to the River House and the Shrimp Factory, seafood.
Yeah.
Maybe some grilled food, like steaks and stuff like that.
I see like crab cakes, shrimp, grilled salmon, things
Maybe
like that.
fried shrimp.
Yeah, some fried shrimp. I don't remember what we had when we had this at the River House because it was so long ago. But yeah, those all sound good.
Like, I would literally just look at their menus and see what they have, and I'm pretty sure that the majority of their of their selections will go with that.
Mm-hmm.
We made this for 4th of July, so obviously, you know, your usual barbecue foods.
Mm-hmm.
Now, River House and Shrimp Factory, they, as I recall, don't do barbecue leaning foods outside of the grilled stuff that they do.
They may have even added something to their menu.
But like, I'm not expecting a hamburger at the Shrimp Factory.
Right. River House, if you guys do barbecue, let us know. Some barbecue shrimp with this might be good too. But a good rack of ribs will go good with this as well.
Mm-hmm.
I said crab cakes, right?
You said crab cakes, what you didn't say, and I'm gonna say now, like a pan-seared salmon.
Ooh. I said salmon, but I didn't say pan-seared.
Oh.
But yeah,
well, whatever type of fish in that variety, either pan-seared, grilled, sauteed.
I'm gonna go out on a limb too and say a good po' boy.
I could go for a po' boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this drink is literally, let's get this out of the way. And because of the amount of ingredients that are in here and because of the undertaking it takes to make this is a spectacle drink.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to make this so that people in your facility will be attracted to it and will want to drink it with their food.
Mm-hmm.
However, it is a spectacle drink that happens to taste very good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's be real, ours more than likely taste way different from the ones at the I wanted to say the salmon
The
factory.
River House.
The River House and the Shrimp Factory. Although if there is a restaurant called the Salmon Factory, you know, I will not be mad at that and will probably visit it if it exists. So someone needs to tell me if it exists so that I can visit it. Nevertheless, I lost my train of thought.
You were talking about the different tastes.
Yeah. Nevertheless, depending on what, I'm pretty sure that ours tastes different from theirs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how radical of a difference it would be, but if they're anything, but more than likely, they should have the sweet notes and the citrus notes from the lemon and the cherries, and then you should have that boozy, I guess, how do you say that?
Like the booziness of
Yeah, like you're going to feel inebriated once this hits your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna feel that, but you can't turn away because you know it's so flavorful.
I guess what we're trying to say is drink with caution.
Yeah.
but have fun.
Drink with caution, but have fun.
I'm more interested in specifically what kind of champagne, what kind of rum, what kind of gin they use specifically. Like the specific brands or the specific flavors, because I know that makes a difference.
Yeah, because you know, like I said, Simple Man Distillery, their gin
Is a hibiscus.
It is a hibiscus gin, and I know it added to the flavor profile of this particular beverage. You know, our rye, we use Bullet. They may use a different rye whiskey. I don't know if the brandy matters or not, but you know, they may use a totally different brand than what we use. If I can remember it, because it was in that thing. What else was put in there?
We use brandy, we use whiskey, rum.
We used Kraken rum.
Yeah,
we don't know if they use light or dark rum, period.
I assumed, we assumed dark just because we were trying to be more historically inclined in that matter. So I'm assuming because dark rum originates dark.
Yeah.
Light rum came later. So I would assume that if they were making this back in George Washington's day, they used dark rum. So yeah, I'm gonna take some more too.
But I would encourage you guys. Oh, something else we need to talk about too. If you go on the internet, Chatham Artillery Punch is a thing.
There are a lot of people out there that have recipes that have recreated the recipe as well,
and they are vastly different from what we have here. And I think this one in particular probably has more ingredients than a few that I've seen.
So there was one that I saw that not only did they put cherries in there, they put pineapples in there as well.
That could work. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work. But that pineapple flavoring,
yeah, that would go well. I wonder if they cut pineapples or if they put it in there with like pineapple juice. I didn't look at the recipe completely because we had already made it when I looked it up.
They probably took a can of pineapples, of chopped up pineapples, and poured it in there with the juice and everything. Because we did the same thing with the cherries, and regardless of what you think, those juices do add to that flavoring. And I'm pretty sure when they batch this at the River House, when they make this stuff at the River House, and they get their cherries, they just dump it in there, juice be damned.
If that's the case, let us know, River House. We would love to know how this works, how you guys do it.
But I can't wait to get back to Savannah and try theirs again. I know we were in Savannah earlier this year, but we never were able to make it down there.
Yeah, we were doing so much stuff that we never made it down to the River House.
But who knows, maybe we'll make it back this year.
Yeah. So, with that said, I guess that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so that you're notified of all content that's coming to the channel. Also, check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Twitter. And what else?
If you have a liqueur, a spirit, beer, wine, some type of snack, some type of dessert,
An artillery punch.
Yeah, a drink recipe, a food recipe perhaps, some type of brunch. We do that. I don't care what anybody thinks. Brunch is very, very good, especially if you do it correctly.
Or suggestions, if you have suggestions for what to eat while drinking the artillery punch.
Yeah, like hit us up in our DMs, talk to us. Let's try some stuff. Tell us where we can get it, or if you can send it to us, go ahead and do that. We would appreciate that a lot.
That would also go for locations. If there are any distilleries, breweries, restaurants, river houses,
perhaps
shrimp factories.
Perhaps that fabled salmon factory that may or may not have.
If you know of any places like that and you think they're great, let us know so that we can schedule it into an appointment and try to make it over there. We want to see what all the fuss is about. We want to see what everybody's hooping and hollering about, and we want to know why you think it's great. We'll be the judge of that. But that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales, everybody. And until next time, peace.